Shaw. Shaw in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Here comes Kelly. One run is in. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Back-to-back base hits. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Hoerner at the plate now, and that's strike one. Right there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Aim to score from third. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really protecting with two strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A two-run homer, and they've rallied from three back. It's 4-3. Now it's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. Will Vest taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The White
Line drive, base hit right field.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball left side. The tag at third, and he's out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Here at Wrigley Field as we go to the top of the fourth. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. And we're starting over. Check swing. He went. That's strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here is Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. Hoerner takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder, Wenzel Perez.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Lee in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swings over the top of that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. No throw. He's in there safely. Ball. Runner on the go again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Runner goes again. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom 4, Ian Happ now at the plate. And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Gets it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And that one fouled off. Tied at 4. Out to short, McKinstry. In plenty of time to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Matt Shaw, the next to hit. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Trying to bunt his way on. Kelly tosses to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Popped in the air. Left field. 2 away down. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
He caught it behind his back to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Hoerner. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
Hoerner on the go. Stays alive. Tied at 4. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
He's trying for third. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Sega Suzuki.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Porter comes around to score, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Brennan Hanafy.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. That one carrying. In comes the run from second, and they lead by 2. And in at second with an RBI double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Misses inside. Ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through it for the catch. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Right through there for a strike. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him. 1 down. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at-bat.
And up next for Detroit, Dylan Dingler.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Pat settles under this one, and that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ian Happ. digs in now. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. One pitch and one out. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And they'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And it's fouled away. This one popped up. Torres under it. And that'll do it.
Leading off for the Tigers, the center fielder, Wenzel.
Daniel Palencia comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
On the ground, Horner tosses to first, but the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Zach McKinstry.
Puts a bunt down. Brings it in. Tries to get back and
he's in there.
Swings over the top of that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The Tigers with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Goes down looking.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico Morgan.
High chopper to third. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Chopped out towards short. McKinstry slings to first, What a pick to save the play and get the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Keith Armstrong.
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off to the right. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Takes it in for the out.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green under it. He makes the grab. That is the inning. Well, one-run game. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. He's already homered in this game. Right side, hard hit. Important first out to begin the 8th. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss and a slider. The Cubs holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
That's a really good take. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Stays alive. Carpenter leads off. Second with 1 gone in the inning. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Now here is Dylan Dingler. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. He boots it. The run scores from second. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Swings through the sweeper. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Runner on the move again. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. And next to hit for Detroit, Wenceel Perez. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Gleyber goes. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh, wrong base as it goes to third. Runner goes again. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Runner goes again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Now pitching for
Kyle Finnegan into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Tied him up inside with that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
On the ground to third, Keith. Fires across the diamond, and a key out leading off the bottom of the eighth. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Fought off foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 0-2. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And they tie it up. It's 7-7. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. He got him. That's the second out. So digging in, Ian Happ. High fly ball down the left field line. And that is foul. Way out front for strike 2. Finnegan, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
leading off for the Tigers, the designated hitter. How you
Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Throws to first in time. They handle the bunt and get the out. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. That one's in there. And the count is 0-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it.
Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the in.
Busch. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Riley Green digs in for a critical at-bat. The quarters are in, middle infield playing back for the double play. Fouls away the first offering. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. 0-2 down.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Now they've got him in a rundown. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. So they turn to their closer, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The 0-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-2. Up the middle. it gets by him. And now the winning run is on base.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One out man at first. Nico Hoerner getting ready to hit. And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Chopped on the ground. McKinstry. Off-balance beat. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Number 4, Heath Armstrong.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Trying to send this to extra innings. In there, sets him down on strikes. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kerry Carpenter. Now for the Tigers. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Luke Little.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen.
Line and a base hit into right. Plays it on a bounce and it deflects away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Late with the swing there. Back up the, that got him. Down to the plate, and it's not in time as they take the lead.
Up next to the
First and
Tigers,
second,
the catcher,
no outs. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. In the dirt, blocked. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings. Late swing fouled off. Fly ball to right. He's got it. Both runners tagging. Both runners able to move up. Aggressive play, and it's second and third now. One away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it is out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add to their lead. It's 11-7. One down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. This one smacked out to left center. That's a hit, and that's a one-out single.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Runner takes off, bunting, and it's in the air. Makes the grab. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. And now it's Alex Bregman. Foul ball. Man at second. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the last half of the 10th. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run shot. The new pitcher in the game, Framber Valdez. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and that's foul. Struck him out swinging. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time, infield hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Happ now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2. Outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and now they trail by 1. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Absolutely.
Tyler Holt on a pitch out of the pen here.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Ball game. Walk-off grand slam.
To extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
score here today. So the Cubs celebrate at the plate for Chris Singleton.